Welcome again to this tutorial, and in this tutorial I would like us to learn about arithmetics in Java. And so we are going to define the two variables and we are going to perform arithmetic operations on them, basically the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the how to find the remainder using the modulus operator. So we are going to define two integer variables using the int data type. Int num1, let me just call it num1, equals to 10, and we are going to define another one, int num2 equals to 5. So we would like to see how we use the operators, the arithmetic operators, to perform arithmetic operations on these two variables. So to find out the sum, we are going to create another variable called sum. So we are going to say int sum. Of course, when you perform the addition of two integers, the result is also an integer. So int sum equals to num1, the addition operator, remember which one it is, num1 plus num2. So that's going to give us the result of the sum. Subtraction, we are going to declare a variable called int sub. Let me just say int sub equals to num1 minus num2. That should evaluate the subtraction. Then we can also perform multiplication. So we can define int product, or the product of the two variables. So we have num1 multiplied, remember the multiplication operator is the asterisk, so multiplied by num2. Of course, all statements end with a semicolon. I'm sure by now you have noted. Then we are going to have another variable called int division, and we want to perform division on the two variables. So we are going to say it's num1 divided by num2. Then we have going to have also the remainder to find out if there is any remainder between num1 and num2. Of course, there is not. So our program should tell us that the remainder is 0. So we want to find out int remainder equals to num1 modulus num2. So what we said that the modulus operator, what it does is that it's going to perform division just like the normal division, but instead of returning the quotient, it does return what is the remainder. So for instance, 11 divided by 5 is 2 remainder 1. So it's going to return to you a 1. So we have defined the variables for our values 10 and 5, and we have performed arithmetic operations on them. What is remaining now is to output them. So let's write the output statements using our normal system.out.println, which by now you have actually become very familiar with it. So we are going to say that sum. Then you remember the concatenation operator, which is the plus. So just a recap, when we were studying about the strings, we learned that whenever you want to join two strings or a string and an integer, you use the plus sign. And in this case, it's not like the addition operator, it's called a concatenation operator. And we said that string concatenation is the process of joining two strings, either two strings or a string and another data type. So in this case, we're going to say plus what is our sum, and then we are going to display also system.out.println. So we want to display for everything, the sum, the division, the remainders, and everything. So int subtraction, or let me just call it difference. What is the difference between the two? Plus, that is sub. So let's output. The third one is the product. System.out.println. System.out.println. We want to find out the product plus product. The fourth one is the division. Division normally returns a quotient. So we want to find out what is the quotient. So it's stored in the variable called division. And we also would like to find out if there is any remainder. ln. So remainder equals to plus remainder. Sorry, I think I pressed the wrong key. We cancel that. Plus remainder. So, and we run our code and see what our output is going to be. So the program is running, it's compiling. So we are expecting some output for the arithmetic operations. So basically, it tells us that the sum is 15, which is of course true. 10 plus 5 is 15. Difference is 10 minus 5, 5. Product is 10 times 5 is of course 50. The quotient, 10 divided by 5 is of course 2. And remainder, when you divide 10 by 5 is of course 0. You don't have a remainder there. So what if we use the num1 as 11? This one I only want to show you the value for the remainder using the modular sign. When we run our program, so for this one we just want to see the remainder using the modular sign, just to explain further on the modular sign. So the sum is 16, 11 plus 5 is 16, the difference is of course 6, product 55, the quotient is 2 because 11 divided by 5 is 2, remainder is 1. So I hope by now you have understood the purpose of the modular sign and what it returns for you whenever you execute the program. Thank you very much. We are still going on with the Java beginner series. Continue learning and enjoy. See you in the next video. Thank you.